Hi, welcome to the third online PowerPoint lesson. In this video series, we'll teach you the basics of Microsoft PowerPoint throughout various videos. The functions in PowerPoint that are the same as in Word will not be repeated in the lessons. If you want to learn more about those functions, you should watch the Microsoft Word videos. In the third video, you will first learn how to use the design function of PowerPoint. After that, we will teach you how to use the transition and the animation functions. At the end of the lesson, there is a try it yourself. So let's get started with the design functions. The design function is in the top row next to insert, and you can choose a pre-made design. It changes the background layout, font style, and the size depending on the style that you choose. For example, we want this theme. We select it, and then here you can change the theme slightly. And here you can change the themes slightly. For example, you want more white, you can just press it. But for now, we'll take this. It's important to know if you're making a PowerPoint that colors have a lot of influence. And salesmen, for example, take this into consideration. You can also find the right theme from the internet and download it. But before we're going to have a look at how to download the design from the internet, let's first have a little look at the theme. Because not only change the theme like the layout, like this, but you will see that I have it like this now. And if I now select this one, it changes like also the layout, the font size, the font type. So keep that in mind if you're changing themes, that it can mess up the presentation. So then you need to adapt certain things. Now that we have that, if you didn't find the right theme between here, you can download themes from the internet. To do that, we'll open a browser and then we go to the website templates.office. And we press this one. And here you can find a lot of themes, but we want a theme for PowerPoint. So press PowerPoint, and now we're at templates for PowerPoint. And then here you can download the theme. You have many other websites, but I will use this one now. For example, you want this theme, you can press it. If you want to use one of this, you need to log in. But for now, we want this one, so we just press download. And now the theme is being downloaded. There are now two things you can do, or you can just open this one. That way you will open the whole presentation, and now you can adapt things, change about us, and change it to the things you want. Or you can go to here, go to Browse Themes, and then select the theme you just downloaded and press Apply. And that way you apply the theme without taking over all of this. You can also do, for example, Christmas. Oh, those are all for words. But yeah, you can just type templates PowerPoint. And then, for example, press this one. And here we can also find a lot of templates. So we can just go maybe to education. And then we want math subjects for middle school. And then we want it for PowerPoint. We just press download. And then you just need to wait. And now you see it's being downloaded here. So again, you can now just press it and open it. Or you can apply it, so open it, browse for themes, and then press this one. And that way you also have the theme you just downloaded. It may look different than what you had, so it's sometimes better to open it. So yeah, that is how you download a theme from the internet. So now that we have that, let's take a look at variants. So for example, we go to design, we have this one. And like I said, you can here change some colors. So now you can change slightly what is happening. You can also change it here. Maybe you want a more blue-green. Now here's, for example, you can also make it more blue. So you can still adapt the theme, and here you can change the font. For example, if you didn't like the office, you can just change the font. And you can also change effects. This is not really used, but you can change the effects if you want. Or the background style is like the background here. But this is different if you have this theme. Then you can still change the background here. Like see here, you can make it dark. So you can change almost everything about the theme that you want. Another thing you can do is customize. That is here you can change the slide size. This is not really used, but in case you are more familiar with this, you can change it to standard. And you can change the new size. And you also have format background. This allows you to change the background of the slides without changing the theme. So for example, we have this, and we'll have a new new slide. We go to design, format background. We can have a solid fill, and now the background is changed without changing the theme. Because you see the background is still the same here, or you can make it a gradient. Maybe more a green gradient. A type, let's do a path. Add stop. So here you can adapt like the background and everything. So this is how you can change like the background and the design. Next thing is the slide transition. This changes how the slide appears. This can be viewed as not very professional, so be careful with using slide transitions. But for example, we do this a slide transition of morph. Here push, split, and random bars. And if we now present it random bars, morph is not being shown because we don't have another one. So again, bars. So yeah, let's add for full effect some things. So here you can change like the transition of the slides. And if you do it open, you can change a lot of things. And all the transitions can be edited to change them slightly. This allows you to change everything exactly how you would like it. Depending on the transition you chose, the effect options differ. So for example, you have a fade here. You can change it here. Here you can change the effects option. For example, we have a push. And here you can change this from left to right. from right to left, but if you again have a fade, you have this option or this option. So like you see, depending on the transition you use, the effects options differ. And you can also change the timing. Here you can add a sound to the slide. For example, if you want to reveal something with a drum roll, you can add a drum roll. Or if you want to prolong or shorten a transition, you can do it through changing the time duration. For example, we have this one. We click on preview. Let's do this one. We have this one. But now we want to add a drum roll, or let's say a drum roll. And the duration is a little longer. Like you can see, you can change this a little bit. Or if you have this one, but you think this is too long, you can like shorten the time here. So now it goes way faster. Another thing you have is animation, and animation can be useful in making a presentation more dynamic. And it can also help you to emphasize points, but too much animation can be distracting. So here you have animation, and here you can do a lot of things. For example, we'll insert some shapes. Let's do this one. And a rectangle. Not a green, this color, and let's change this to brown. Now we'll go to animation. And for example, you can let rectangle be split, and this one wheel. And if you preview it now in this order, it will happen. But you can also make this duration a little longer and start on click or after previous. But if you did on click, if you now present it, the rectangle will appear, and now if we click on them again, the triangle will appear. Let's delete those slides just by pressing them, and press the delete button on your keyboard or the backspace. But you can also make it start after the previous, so that way you don't have to press, and just press 1 on the space bar now, and you'll see that they appear automatically. This one appears automatically after this one. Again, here you can also change the effects options, and with 8. This option allows you to give the same animation to something. So, for example, we have a wipe here. I selected, I press animation painter, and now press this one. This one now have the same animation. So that's an easy way. If you have something really specific here, you can easily copy the animation. You see here, this animation will happen after this one, and if you want to change that, you press the triangle and move earlier. Now you see it's a 1 and this is a 2. So that is really cool. Another thing you can do is motion paths. This allows you to move shapes. For example, you want this one here. So now you see that the rectangle is moving there, like this. You also have here with animation, you have you have motion paths. Through this you can move shapes around. For example, want a custom path. We have this one, and we want to move it here. Now you can see that this one will be moved here. And we can also do that for this one. Custom path, and we'll move that one here. Now you see this one is moving there. Like this. We can do that one here. Like this. So you can change that around a little bit. Like so. And you want to happen, maybe you want to let this happen at the same time. So we'll start on click, and we'll want to start this one with previous, and the duration is the same. So again, drum roll. Now on click, they both switch places at the same time. So that way you can move objects around. It's a really nice function, but it can get a little tricky. Another thing you can do is, for example, add animation to pictures. Let's add a picture from the internet. Let's go to the internet. Then go to search the difference. And then let's do this one. We'll copy the image, go to our PowerPoint presentation, paste it, make it a little bigger, and then we can add shapes, and we can add this one, and then we can mark the differences. For example, the mouth, it's a little tricky, but let's say this, you can make it smaller and move it over the mouth. Something like this. Now we can add animation to it, that it appears on click. Yes. Next we'll just copy paste this one. And we do another difference, and that is, for example, this here. And on this we'll also add animation. Appear on click. And the next difference is here is the grass. So let's also add an animation to that. And that's how it happens. The next difference is here. So let's make this smaller. Like this. And lastly, the difference is here. Like this. So now if we go, for example, to slideshow, play from current slide. If you now press it, you'll see the first difference, second, third, fourth, and fifth difference is now marked. So that is really easy. So for the try it yourself, it is the idea that you make something like this, black screen, stars, appear, disappear, change color, and pose. Just like that. So pause the video and try to make it yourself. So for this we'll go to design. I'll make it office. I'll make it black. Then we're going to insert shapes. and there was just a bunch of stars. So let's add those. Let's delete this. I'm just copying and pasting. Like this. The other one was here. Oh, let's don't do that again. And the next one was a big one over here. Then again, don't do that. Let's just change the layout to blank. It's making my life a lot easier. So there was a small one here, in here, and here. Let's just copy this one. And over here. Perfect. That's this one. Oh, messing up. So somewhere more like this. This one here. This one here. And this one here. Something like that. Now just add animation. Animation. Yes, this one fades in. This one, oh no, this one fades in. This one rose turn. This one had a bounce. This one exit. Yes, random bars. This one zoomed out. And this one changed colors. Not this color. Red. Yes. And this one, I think it was this one. No, it was this one. So now you have had all the animation. So we have this, 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 this one, like this. The only difference was the black screen at the beginning. So we can just really easy insert shape. Something like this. Make it slightly bigger. Make it black. Animation. Disappear. But it is the first one, so move earlier. Like this. Alright, let's go to slideshow. From current slide and black screen, yes. This is it. So this is how you made the try it yourself. So thank you for watching the third video of the series. We hope you enjoyed it and we will see you in the next video.